Hi, I'm Jochen Schleser, founder of Saddlefit for Life. Today's topic is about the ugly truth about custom saddles, cost versus value. It's a very common misunderstanding. Oh, I got a custom. It has to fit. We hear this so many times. Even students from Saddlefit for Life who are veterinarian body workers, they have people, clients, who they treat the horses, and it's clearly coming from the back. They're going to say, hey, let me have a look at your saddle. Oh, no, it's not a saddle because it's a custom saddle. I paid a lot of money for it. It can't be the saddle. Often we think the word custom, and I paid a lot for it, automatic fits like a genie in the bottle who fixes everything. It's not the case. As a matter of fact, what defines custom? Each time when you take a tape measure and measure the horse's head, for example, the salesperson selects a bridle which is made in mass production and gives it to you. The customer perceives, oh, the salesperson made me a custom bridle. So custom means every time the salesperson measured something, but not necessarily means start to finish. I made custom saddles. Not one of my favorite topics, because it takes so long and it costs so much money. And I learned the hard way, it's not always the best saddle. So let me explain a little bit more why we go through this seminar, while it's so misunderstood. A truly custom saddle is, if you look in history books, the saddle maker goes out, looks at the horse, and understands how to make the saddle tree. Starts with the foundation. Once the saddle tree is made, he goes back to the horse, check the saddle tree, because in the meantime, the horse may have changed. Then he does the first section, the second section, and so on and so forth. So each time he adds another layer, he checks. He does the seat foam, asks the customer, come back, sit in the seat foam. Now that is, in today's world, nearly impossible, because the custom saddle maker doesn't live in the town where the customer maybe is. So people come and measure the horse and measure the rider. And not every time a custom saddle fits all the time. The horse changes all the time. And not every time custom saddles can be adjusted. So you're buying a saddle anywhere from upwards from $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 up to $15,000, and you think it's fitting. And yet your body worker, equine ergonomist, saddle ergonomist, veterinarians, they say the horse is really, really sore. The horse really gives you the clear signs in pain. I mean, one of the videos we have shown and explained, identify the pain, what is linked to the saddles. So custom saddle, cost, value, big subject. And we're trying to and will do our best to make this a little bit better understood for the industry. So the question we need to ask ourselves, and we also get a lot from Saddlefit for Life, is there the best saddle brand? Or what does custom really mean? Are custom saddle all that they are meant to be? And is custom saddles really the best for my horse? Well, let me tell you some stories. You know, in custom saddles, when the salesman, a saddle fitter, or saddle ergonomist, body worker come out and check the saddle, they should, not always they do, but they should see how the saddle fits statically. So the horse is standing, no girth, no pad, and they check how the saddle sits. Sometimes the customer buys a custom saddle, and the company has a delivery time anywhere from 2 weeks up to sometimes 14 months. So the span could be massive. And as we know, as a rider, we train our horse. The horse changes to 8 major factors. So by the time the saddle comes, the back might be different, right? So does the custom saddlery or the person who sold you a custom saddle come back and check your saddle? Most often don't. They just ship your saddle, you don't know what works. Well, I paid a lot of money for it, it has to work. Not always the case, isn't it? So It has to be checked static, which means the horse is standing in the aisle and you see how everything fits. Check the saddle, how it feels to you on a saddle stand before you add all the movement to it. You can see, is it the color, the flap, the size, does it feel good? Now you've checked static. It now goes to the dynamic. Does your equine agronomist, saddle agronomist, your saddle fitter, your salesperson, wherever you bought the custom saddle from, come out with you and watch you ride before and after small adjustments or the saddle you had previously? How can you or your horse judge if this custom saddle really works? You spend all this money from $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 up to sometimes $15,000, and you don't really know how it fits in the most important way when the horse and you are together in movement, right? So dynamic saddle fitting is huge. Just because it's a custom saddle doesn't automatically fit. You've seen this so many times that people try the houses, they get the saddles and they put it on the horse and it doesn't even fit. The horse changed. And guess what? There's some custom saddles in the thousands, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. They're not even adjustable. So now the customer's unhappy. The person who made the saddle is unhappy. Everybody's unhappy. What we see often, the customer says, well, it's custom. I paid that money. They don't take the saddle back. I guess I'm going to ride with this. Often, a vicious trap, we fall into it, and the horse will pay the price. The horse suffers and shows the pain we shown and explained in the previous video, or in videos we explain the symptoms which caused how the horse shows when it's in pain, caused by ill-fitting saddles. Keep in mind, there are so many different saddle fitting methods. Some people say it has to fit to the shoulder. Some people say the gullet plate has to fit to the withers. I don't understand how so many saddle fitting schools say it should fit to the wither angle when so many literature and veterinarians and biomechanic videos, there's so many documentation that the angle of the tree has to fit to the shoulders. So you can see there's a lot of different method in how to fit a saddle. So just because your saddle is custom, or just because you paid a lot of money for it, does the saddle fit statically to you and the horse? Or does it fit statically only to the horse but not to you, or vice versa? Main important part, does it fit for both of you in motion? Very important. So let's summarize it. What's the answer? The answer is custom doesn't mean equals fit or fit forever. Remember, there are books written by veterinarians on how fast the horse's back can change, positive or negative. Just because you bought a custom saddle for a lot of money, make sure that saddle is adjustable, because most custom saddles are not. So if we have literature, veterinarian journals, we have books written by veterinarians, what says that you can measure the change in muscle in 4 weeks. We have veterinarians who say saddles should be checked at least 3 to 4 times a year. What are you going to do if you have a custom saddle when it's not adjustable? Who has that kind of a money and who wants to go through breaking in always new saddles? As a final answer, custom, just because it costs a lot of money, it's not always the answer. Remember, what does it mean? In your understanding, in the salesperson's understanding. I wish that word custom would disappear, because in the end of the day, it should be changed to fitted. A fitted fitting saddle. Wouldn't that be the best for you and the horse? No matter how much you spend, that saddle should always fit you and your horse while the horse goes through the changes. Good or bad, horse will go through changes. Thanks for watching today's topic, the ugly truth about custom saddles. Remember, cost doesn't always equals value. And just because it's custom, make sure it's adjustable. Not just stuffing, truly adjustable. through the tree width, tree angle, and so on and so forth. Definitely something for our next topic. But at this time, do not forget to like and subscribe to never miss out on those topics I just mentioned. So if you want to learn more, book a call with our Saddlefit for Life expert. Click the link at the description. I'm Jochen Schleser, Saddlefit for Life, the pinnacle of saddle fitting, what follows the law of nature and science. Happy riding. See you next time.